Thousands of travellers being processed at Lebombo Border Post with snaking queues seen from the early hours of this morning. The Border Management Authority has beefed up operations to clamp down on criminality there. SABC News reporter Nonhlanhla Jele is monitoring the situation and joins us live once again. And we're making progress, albeit very slowly, Nonhlanhla, as most people, of course, try to get to the Mozambican side of the border in time for Christmas.
Indeed, good morning to you, Ayanda, and to the viewers at home. Progress is there, but slowly, as you mentioned. Of course, as you can see behind me, people are still queuing, trying to make their way to the Mozambican side, of course, to spend Christmas with their families. Some, of course, are going on holiday, just to ease off the year-end fatigue, rather. But just to speak to us about the numbers. Yesterday, I said I'm throwing him under the bus. Now they say I must throw him over the border. Is the BMA Commissioner, Dr. Mike Masiapato. Dr. Masiapato, it looks crazy. There's a lot of people. People are complaining. And you mentioned that you tried by all means to ensure that there is seamless processing of the people. What have you seen since you've gotten here? You spoke to me about the number of processing points that you've opened. How many and what is the problem, or how is it going to be resolved moving forward?
No, thanks. And maybe let's start by saying the numbers are very hectic. That is the main principle. The people that you are seeing here today is not necessarily the people you saw yesterday. The people that were here yesterday, we were able to process all of them. And we basically talk about 26,000 that we processed yesterday. I do know that we anticipated that we might reach 30, but we actually were able to process 26,000 overnight. So today we expect that the number will even be more because it's just Christmas Eve. So on that basis, we brought more capacity. Again, at the 4 processing point, we have now almost 30 officials that are actually operating in these 4 different areas. So on that basis, we continue to process them. And to that extent, we are very much hopeful. When we go towards the afternoon, the majority of the people that are here will definitely be off already into the Mozambican side.
You also said some of this congestion that we are seeing around us is caused by people skipping the queues. Can you please speak to us about that?
Yeah, you see, one of the challenges that we always talk about, particularly at Lebombo, unfortunately, is a bit of non-cooperation from the travelers. You will be able to see that even on the corridor. We try our best, working together with the police, working together with the traffic authorities. Yesterday, we even requested members of the SANDF to assist us in terms of corridor management. But still, people would want to jump the queue, even in terms of the cars, and ultimately create congestion. We keep on undoing the congestion, they keep bringing it back. So that is unfortunately what we deal with on a daily basis. Inside the port, we do have the tourism monitors that we got from the Department of Tourism. They assist us on queue management. But even with that, when people arrive in here, they still want to take chances, jump the queue, and then it becomes a bit chaotic inside the port. So those are some of the challenges that we deal with, but we keep on making sure that there is order. As you can see, people are orderly, they are following each other, but at the same time, there are those that are trying to still jump the queue. There are some, by the way, who even try to bribe our officials so that they can let them to jump the queue, and on that basis, we are actually arresting some of those individuals who do that kind of an activity.
Thank you very much, Dr. Masia. But I'm just going to go back to the MEC of Community Safety. MEC, I'm throwing you under the bus now. How many traffic officers have you deployed for this kind of operation? Because people are complaining that they are not visible as much as they thought. And do you know how many people were arrested between yesterday and today?
No, thank you very much. As we have said earlier on, we have anticipated this big number of people and also the volume of traffic. We deploy 30 traffic officers here by the corridor from here at the border to kilometer 7. 30, they were doing a night shift. Today we've deployed, currently we have 35 on the ground, including with the police and also the one the commissioner is speaking about, the tourism monitors. They are from this department whom we have deployed to make sure that everyone feels safe and comfortable. Once they are able to process these people, the congestion, you can't separate the two, because once you process these people, then it will unblock the congestion that is on the corridor of the N4.
Thank you very much, MEC. I am the MEC of Community Safety, Security and Liaison, Jackie Masia, just saying to us that they've deployed around 35 traffic officers just to assist on the corridor from the port of entry to kilometer 7. Of course, these officials are on the ground trying, as Dr. Mike Masiapaka was saying, to unblock the congestion. And I think part of the biggest problem is that congestion that we see before you make it to the port of entry, with people trying to cut queues, people going on oncoming traffic, also blocking those who are leaving the port of entry into South Africa. So these are some of the things that we are seeing. We heard earlier on that yesterday about 100 people were arrested for trying to cross the port of entry illegally. Of course, such people will be vetted and put on the V list. We understand once you're put on the V list, you cannot come back to South Africa for 5 years. So some of those people, 100 of those people actually are being processed. And of course, those who are found to be non-compliant will be placed on that V list. Of course, we are still here monitoring the situation, but so far it looks calm. Traffic is slowly moving as people are coming in their numbers, trying to get home just before Christmas. Also a reminder, to the viewers at home, if you remember correctly, last year this time at this port of entry it was empty because people could not go home because of the political instability happening in Mozambique at that time. So this year a lot of people tell us they are taking advantage. They just want to be home and be with their families, especially for the Christmas holiday. Ayanda?
And hopefully they all make it in time. Nonhlanhla Jele, live to us there from a very busy Lebombo Border Post.